Hello everyone. Today we will learn science. Our topic is body movements. Let's start. First we will learn about human skeleton. The bony framework inside our body is called the skeleton. In human beings, the skeleton is inside the body, so it is called endoskeleton. The skeleton of an adult human being is made up of 206 bones. The human skeleton consists of the skull, backbone, ribcage, shoulder bones, hip bone, hand bone, and the leg bones. We will learn all about these in the next topics. So let's move to next topic. Our next topic is skull. The bony part of our head is called the skull. The skull is made up of bony plates joined together. It protects our brain, which is an extremely vital organ. The brain is made up of soft tissues which could be easily damaged without a hard covering. Most bones of the skull are fixed and cannot move except of the lower jaw. The movement of the lower jaw makes it possible to chew the food. The skull also protects the sense organs such as the eyes, ears, and nose. The eyes are contained in two large cavities called the eye sockets in the front of the skull. This was all about the skull. Let's move to next topic. Let's see the next topic. The next topic is backbone. Backbone is a long, hollow, rod-like structure running from the neck to the hips. The backbone is also called vertebral column or spine. It is made up of 33 small bones called vertebrae. Vertebrae provide flexibility and enable the backbone to bend forwards and backwards. In between the vertebrae are present cartilaginous discs that prevent the bones from wear and tear. Our backbone supports the head at its top. So let's move to next topic. Our next topic is ribcage. If we move our fingers on the chest, we will feel a number of bones in the chest region. These chest bones are called ribs. The ribs are the curved and the flat bones in our chest. The ribs exist in pairs. There are 12 pairs of ribs in our body. One end of the ribs is joined to the backbone and the other end is joined to the breastbone in the center, but the last two ribs are not joined to the breastbone and hence are called the floating ribs. In this way, the rib bones are a part of the backbone and the breastbone join to form a bony cage or box-like structure. The hollow bony structure formed by the ribs is called the rib cage. It protects heart, lungs, and liver. So let's move to the next topic. Our next topic is shoulder bones. Shoulders are the part of our skeleton to which the arms are attached. There are two shoulder bones, the collarbone and the shoulder blade. The collarbone is a long curved bone. One end of the collarbone is attached to the shoulder blade and the other end of the collarbone is fixed to the breastbone. The collarbone keeps the shoulders apart. The shoulder blade is a large and flat triangular bone. The shoulder blade is attached to the backbone by muscles allow the free movement of the shoulder. Each shoulder blade has a cup-shaped socket. The upper arm fits to the socket of the shoulder blade, forming a ball and a socket joint. So let's move to the next topic. Our next topic is hip bones. The hip bone forms a large basin-shaped frame at the lower end of the backbone to which the legs are attached. The hip bone is also known as the pelvic bone. The hip bone is not a single bone. It is made up of a number of bones fused together by fixed joints. The hip bone encloses the portion of our body below the stomach. The hip bone has two sockets, one of each on the two sides of its lower part. The thigh bones of our legs are joined to the hip bone by the ball and the socket joint. Let's move to the next topic. Our next topic is arm bones. The upper limb of the human body from the shoulder to the hand is called the arm. There are two arms in the human skeleton. Each arm consists of the three parts: the upper arm, the lower arm, and the hand. The upper arm runs from the shoulder to the elbow. The lower arm is made up of two bones. Then the hand. The hand consists of the various smaller bones which form the wrist and the palm and the fingers. The wrist has 8 small bones. This helps the hand move. Next topic is leg bones. The lower limb of the body on which a person walks or stands is called a leg. There are 2 legs in the human body. Each leg consists of 3 parts: the upper leg, the lower leg, and the foot. The upper leg runs from the hip to the knee. The lower leg has 2 long bones like the lower arm is attached at the knee and the ankle. Now foot. The foot consists of the various types of small bones which form the forefoot, midfoot, and hindfoot. So this is how our topic finishes. Now we will move to next part, joints. Joints are the place where bones are attached to each other. Our first joint is hinge joint. A hinge joint is a joint which allows movement along one axis. For example, forward and backward, or upward or downward. In our body, hinge joints occur at the elbow, the knee, the jaw, and between fingers. Our next joint is ball and socket joints. In the ball and socket joint, one end of the bone has a round shape like ball which fits into a socket in the other bone. The ball type end of one bone can turn freely in the sockets of the another bone. So in the ball and socket joint, bones can move in any direction. Our next joint is pivot joint. In a pivot joint, a cylindrical bone turns in a ring type bone. The pivot joint allows rotation around the axis. A pivot joint exists between our skull and the neck. With the help of this, we can move our head side by side. Our next joint is gliding joint. A gliding joint allows bones to glide over one another and provide a slight movement. These have flat ends and can move from side to side as well as back and forth. Our last joint is fixed joint. The fixed joints are immovable joints. The bones of these joints are held very firmly together by strong fibers. These are present in skull. Similarly, the upper jaw and rest of the head are joined by a fixed joint. That was all for today. I will be in front of you with the next video and the next topic. Do not forget to like, share and subscribe my channel and press the bell icon so that you get the update of every video. Thanks for watching. Bye bye.